Well, of course, because I turned the flash on. Oh, there she goes. She was going to town on that grass. She's so stinking cute. And I put this little thing out, and she was dunking her face in there. She has this pool, which is not even 12 hours old, so that will be clean. It's just ducks are messy. So she has the pool, that's actually a grit container that I got for the chickens, but they don't use it because it came in like a multiple pack. So she washed her face in there. She's got a little patch of grass. And then this is her nest. She's laid me an egg. And then she has some Feather Fixer layer feed there with some cucumbers, black soldier fly larvae. Oh, you're so pretty. So she's good to go. This space is 7 by 8. 7 feet this way, 8 feet this way. So she's good to go. We've got a shade cloth up for afternoon because the sun sets that direction. And she's doing good. We are foster duck sitting. She's got a little eye injury, so we're going to nurse her back to health. But now I want a duck or two to add to my collection. And then this is the isolation pen for our little sick chicken. She's in there eating her food right now. It's kind of hard to see, but she still has a cough. But I think that is because she's not getting enough to eat, enough nutrition to heal. I did have to trim quite a bit off her upper beak last night. I've trimmed it before, but I don't think I trimmed it enough. So she has been eating a lot since I trimmed it. So I think that's truly the problem. It's hard to heal when you're not getting enough food. I trimmed a surprising amount off. There goes that Americana chicken that will not let me near it. And this is what my hoop coop looks like on the inside. These are 2x2s. And water. That sometimes I put extra food or water right there. The chickens lay in this old doghouse. I have no idea why. They just love it. So yeah, I've got 3 roost bars, 2 nest boxes, grit, food, water, and that is the hoop coop. Now, if you've seen my videos before talking about the hoop coop, in the summer, I do use this in the winter, I use this greenhouse tarp to allow maximum light and retain heat, so that they will lay eggs for me. But in the summer, I have this super heavy duty tarp from Costco. If you're look at Costco, they have these 2 for $15. But it's silver on the other side, so I put the silver out and the brown in, and that will be the summer shade. And then if you notice, I have these greenhouse panels in there in between the tarp and the cattle panels. So when it's 100 degrees out, I slide this out and I take the brown tarp and squish it up to here so we get an airflow through here. And that is my hoop coop strategy. Hi, Rooster. Now, his tail feathers haven't grown back yet, so he still looks a little nubby. But he's healing up good. I did have to move the fodder box down in order to create this boundary for the duck. So everybody's happy about that. But I just sprinkled some whole oats and potting soil on this morning. So that is how I grow them. This oat grass is just horse feed, the whole oats. You can see some of it right there that I over sprinkled. And it grows them grass that they can't tear up, which is handy for chickens. And then over here, similar thing. I have this mesh plastic stuff you can get at Tractor Supply, but you know, I collect things from Facebook for free, so I got this whole roll from somebody at some point. But I have seeded this area with the oat grass and some chick fodder. And then if you remember from last year, the accidental amaranth that I loved and everybody loved, that's what that red is. You can see it over there. It's coming up all over. So the idea here is that the amaranth grows up like 10 feet tall right here on the southwestern corner of the chicken zone. So this is going to grow up and have a tall forest and the grass and everything. So once the amaranth, you can see, well, there's wire. Let me go like this. Once that amaranth, see the red leaves right there. Once that grows up for like a week or two, it'll be like 2 feet tall. I mean, it grows fast. And so once it gets a little bit taller than the chickens, I'll take this down and move it somewhere else, probably this back corner, or I'll do like a strip along here. And I just am constantly moving it around to create little pockets of grass so that they have grass, because chickens like to tear up stuff. Hi, girl. Well, this is 7 minutes long, which I did not expect. But, good morning. I guess since we're already at 7 minutes, we might as well continue on to the garden. So, to the garden! Alright, let's go through here. Now, we are expecting... Hold on, you're going to have to pardon me latching my gate. There we go. We are expecting like 36 degrees here in a few days, so I will come out and lightly cover some stuff. But check it out. I have carrots. I know it's late for carrots. I don't care. I'm going to try and grow them anyway, because that's how you learn. This is all sun-dried tomatoes that have volunteered. And that one is a Mexican sunflower. So this is all Mexican sunflowers and probably some holy basil. And it looks like the fig tree is just barely starting to come back. So here we did move this trellis. I don't know if you can see that. It was behind the comfrey over there in that other bed. But I moved it over here. Not currently growing anything on it, but that's where I wanted it to be. So this is the volunteer peanuts coming back. My little onion patch. I'm going to put a big slicer tomato here. I planted my cherry tomatoes in the ground by seed. I did not start them early. And I figure if all those tomatoes over there can be a few inches tall already, that these should work from seed. So that's my theory. This is cucumbers, dill, green beans, potatoes. This is bee balm, native Texas wildflower that the bees love. And this was one plant last year, and it has completely spread. But this is going to make giant purple blooms. It's beautiful. Oh, this is the pepper bed. Last to plant. Don't plant your peppers until it's 50 degrees at night consistently. Thank me later. Radishes. A plethora of volunteer zinnias that are going to be rehomed. I believe Allison and potentially Kelly are going to come get some. If you're in my area and you need some zinnias, please come take them, because there's like hundreds of them and they can't live here The green beans here haven't sprouted yet. The mulberry tree is doing fantastic. This is my favorite part for the year. Well, first, all these marigolds are coming up. I wouldn't call it tilling, but we completely dug through this to pull that vining grass that lives here out. And so I didn't think any of the dropped seeds from last year would come back. But as you can see, the marigolds have arrived. I'm hoping some of these turn out to be ground cherries, because ground cherries typically live here. But anyway, on this side, I have beets coming up and more zinnias. I have planted honey baby squash. So there's 2 right here, okay? And there's one that has sprouted. I think this other one, that doesn't look like a sprout, but one of them has sprouted. So we have squash bugs really, really bad. So this is going to grow up to, waist to shoulder high. I'm going to get a few squashes, and then squash bugs are going to take over. But for this year, I have planted passion flower vine here and the blue butterfly pea here. So this entire arch is going to be covered in giant blue and purple flowers. And I'm totally here for it. I'm so excited for this. And then I have my purple planter here and lavender in the corners and sage. I did start feverfew here, so this will be full of little tiny medicinal daisy flowers. But yeah, that is the plan for the arch this year. I'm super excited. And then it just would not be my garden without Kajari melons. So Kajari melons are going to go here. Pole green beans are here because that little dumpling. Hey, Dixie, what are you eating? Dixie loves pole beans, so I grow those for her. And then this tub, there's 2 more. That will be ginger and turmeric. And, the herbs are in the back. The rose is getting moved, so I'm going to put 2 more tubs like that over here with peppermint and spearmint. That's chocolate mint and lemon balm. You got to keep your mints contained, people. Mint is very aggressive. Oh God, I love the smell of this chocolate mint. Oh, I'm gonna go take some and go put it in my coffee. It's so good. If you like chocolate mint kind of coffee stuff, you gotta grow some chocolate mint. Anyway, mint is a spreader and a bully in the garden, so keep it contained. These feed tubs or mineral tubs work fabulous for that. But I need peppermint and spearmint for medicinal purposes. So I'm going to put those there. And don't judge the rest of my mess. I'm in transition of the garden right now. So that's what's quickie tour here. Oh, one more thing. What are we at? 13 minutes. Yeah, I know. I'm a babbler. I could get out here and talk all day. But check this out. The comfrey is blooming. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. And there's more coming. I just love it. It's so pretty. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This morning I'm going to pick up, this is where my chocolate cherry is going to be. I'm going to pick up a couple of seedlings I'm excited about. The Vitex berry. So let's check the mulberry tree. Look at that. Where is it? Look. Check it out. Mulberries. I have not had mulberries blooming before, so I'm pretty stinking excited about that. I wanted to put that tree in the ground, but right over there, but I haven't dug a hole yet, and that's going to have to be a pretty big hole. So we shall see if we get to that this garden year or not. I hate to do it any later because it's already blooming, I don't want to scare it or shock it. Dixie, what are you eating? I swear this dog is part goat. She will eat anything. I've taken scissors away from this dog. Seriously. She's mind-blowing. I love her, but she's not smart. She's not smart. Dixie, do! Oh, morning rompies. Dakota's like, I don't want to play with you. You're too rough. They're so silly. What's up, my ladies? Alright, well, I gotta go in and I'm gonna take them for a run and go get some chased berry seedlings. Dakota! Don't eat that! Don't eat that! You're not my destructor. What are you doing? Can we just talk about how ridiculous and beautiful this dog is? Dixie, you're so pretty. Dixie do. Both of them. They're just beautiful, and one's stupid and one's way too smart for her own good. And then, last thing, there's a beautiful moon today. Alright, I think I've babbled long enough. This is just my happy place. I love it back here. Seriously, if you have a backyard of a rental, just know that you can create something wonderful with mostly free stuff. It is possible. It can be done. Look at it. Strawberries. I have strawberries coming in. I mean, come on. How awesome is this? I love it back here. Thanks for joining me today. I do have a lot of work to do to get cleaned up. But nothing that can't be accomplished in another day or two. I have there's that old bed that we replaced. I have started working on this lineup of medicinal things. Yeah, it's a slow process, but we're getting it done, huh, Dixie? Dixie, do come here. Hi, babies. Hello, babies. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Let me have a kiss. Mwah. This is a good girl. That's a good girl. Look at that face. Look at that stupid face.